viewers! Isang magandang umaga, tanghali at gabi sa inyong lahat. Andito naman po ako para mag-discuss sa inyo ng panibagong kaalaman sa disciplines and ideas in social sciences. So simulan ko ito sa pagbibigay sa inyo ng most essential learning competency for this week. So explain the major events and its contribution that led to the emergence of the social science disciplines. So, paano ba nag-evolve or paano ba umunlad ang social sciences? Its evolution and growth are the byproduct of modernization, industrialization, renaissance, urbanization, growth of science, and many more related developments. So, kung makikita ninyo, sabay sa pagbabago ng social sciences ay ang pagbabago din ng ating society na kung saan tayo ay nabibilang. Renaissance in Italy and other European countries, French Revolution in 1789, Industrial Revolution starting from 1767, American War of Independence, development of new forms of capitalism, immense development in natural sciences, etc., brought both happiness and difficulties for human society in the world. So kasabay ng pagbabagong ito na nagaganap sa ating society, nagkaroon din ngayon ng iba't ibang suliranin. Sa pag-usbong ng mga suliranin ito, na-develop ngayon ang pagkakabuo ng iba't ibang disiplina ng social sciences. The history of the social sciences begins in the roots of ancient philosophy. In ancient history, there was no difference between mathematics and the study of history, poetry, or politics. The term social science may refer either to the specific sciences of society established by thinkers such as Comte, Durkheim, Marx, and Weber, or more generally to all disciplines outside of noble science and arts. So, this means that ang lahat ng mga disciplines natin na alam sa kasalukuyan at itinuturo sa mga paaralan, lahat ng ito ay nagsimula sa ancient philosophy. So, tayo po ay magpatuloy. Social sciences, evolution, and conception. Social sciences comprise a branch or field of knowledge which basically studies human society or human relationship. Please take note of this. Human society or human relationship. The different core components of social behavior of human life are economic behavior, political behavior, cultural behavior and tradition, customs and social institutions, religious faiths and ethics, value pattern followed in society, and others. So kung mapapansin nyo, lahat ng mga ito ay bahagi ng ating activities bilang isang tao. Balikan natin ang definisyon ng social science. Ano nga ba ulit ito? So as the name itself suggests, social science is concerned about society. Society peopled by human beings. It aims at understanding all aspects of society as well as finding solutions to deal with social problems. So, we are not just going to identify what are these problems. Instead, we will be also finding the solutions to those problems. It is a broad area of knowledge and includes several different disciplines under its domain. So, may iba't iba itong disiplina. Merong itong iba't ibang sanga, yung social science. So, ano-ano ba yung mga sanga? Or ano-ano ba ang mga sangay ng social science? So, here are the different disciplines that fall under social science. So, basahin isa-isa at pagmasdan kung ano ba ang mga disiplinang ito under one umbrella, which is the social science. Nalaman na natin ang iba't ibang sangay o disiplina ng social science. So ngayon ay kunin natin ang mga pangunahing disiplina ng social science. Simulan natin ito sa anthropology. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng anthropology? So it is the holistic science of man. It is a science of the totality of human existence. It comes from the two Greek words anthropos, which means human, and logos, which means to study. So combining these two words together, anthropology is the study of man. According to Hunt, year 2002, to distinguish anthropology from other disciplines in the social sciences, it should be defined to be the study of the relationship between biological traits and socially acquired characteristics. And Franz Boas is seen as the father of American anthropology, and he believed each culture was separate and unique. Okay, so ang anthropology ay may dalawang pangunahing branches or fields. These are physical anthropology and cultural anthropology. Physical anthropology is the branch of anthropology concerned with the study of human biological and physiological characteristics and their development. So dito sa sangay na ito or sa branch na ito, pag-uusapan natin or tatalakayin natin dito ano-ano ba yung mga pagbabagong naganap sa pisikal na anyo ng tao. Simula sa pinakaunang tao hanggang sa kasalukuyang panahon. Wherein under the cultural anthropology is the study of human patterns of thought and behavior and how and why these patterns differ in contemporary societies. So dito naman sa sangay na ito, malalaman natin ang pagbabago ng kultura mula sa panahon ng lumang bato hanggang sa kasalukuyan, kung ano-ano ba ang mga pagbabagong naganap. What is the relevance of studying anthropology? In order to understand humans, it is essential that we study humans in all times and places. Anthropological studies can illustrate why other people are the way they are, both culturally and physically, para malaman natin at maintindihan natin ang ibang tao kung bakit ganyan ang kanilang itsura at kung bakit ganyan ang kanyang ikinikilos. Ngayon naman ay ating pag-usapan ang ikalawang pangunahing sangay o disiplina ng social science. Ito ang economics. So what does economics mean? It is the study of how individuals and societies make decisions about ways to use scarce resources to fulfill wants and needs. Sa pag-aaral ng economics, may dalawang bagay tayong dapat matanto. Una, dapat alam natin na ang ating mga resources ay limited. Subalit datapwat ang ating mga pangangailangan at ang ating mga kagustuhan ay walang katapusan. So dahil sa dalawang bagay na ito, nararapat na ayusin natin o bigyan natin ng tamang pagpapasya ang lahat ng ating gagawin. So who is the father of economics? Adam Smith can be considered as the father of the modern economics due to his influential works which explore the mechanics of morality, markets, and capitalism in an industrialized society. Economics has two major branches. Minsan tinatawag din itong divisions or scopes. So, ano ito? The first one is macroeconomics. It is the big picture, choices made by large groups. So, in macroeconomics, it is the study of the economy as a whole, while microeconomics, it is the study of the individual market. How do individuals make economic decisions are being studied. Dahil sa dalawang bagay na dapat nating malaman, resources are limited, our needs and wants are unlimited, there are 5 economic questions that we need to answer first before making such decision. So ano-ano ito? These questions are what to produce, how much to produce, how to produce it, for whom to produce, and who gets to make these decisions. Punta na tayo sa ikatlong disiplina. Ito ang geography. Geography, the description of the earth, comes from two Greek words, graphene, which means earth, and logos, which means study. So combining these two words together, geography is the study of the earth. The Greeks were the first geographers on earth, and Eratosthenes of Cyrene was an ancient Greek mathematician, poet, and astronomer who is known as the father of geography. In studying geography, there are basic doctrines that are being mentioned or that are being studied. These are the location, the direction, and the distance. So sa ilalim ng location, it is an identification of a specific place or the so-called absolute or a place in relation to other places or the so-called relative. Wherein sa direction naman, it can be identified by cardinal points or it can be altered. Wherein in distance, it can be identified by how miles or kilometers separates 2 points or by using measurements like the time. Punta na tayo sa history. It is the study of the past in its records about events. It is derived from the Greek word historia, which means to inquire knowledge through investigation. Herodotus is the father of history. Next in line is the linguistics. It can be defined as the scientific or systematic study of language. It is a science in the sense that it scientifically studies the rules, systems, and principles of human languages. Abraham Noam Chomsky is an American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, historian, social critic, and political activist, sometimes called the father of modern linguistics. It must be noted that in language, it is composed by phonetics, concerns the sound used in language; phonology, the study of speech, sound in their patterns; morphology, the study of words and word formation; syntax, the study of sentence structure; and semantics, the study of meanings. Next discipline is the political science. So it comes from two Greek words, polis and sar. Polis, which means city, sovereign state, while sar, which means to know or to study. Political science is the study of state in government. It is the understanding of the state, example, principles and ideals underlying its organization and activities. It is the study of body politic, the association of people into a political community, studies relations of men in groups to the state and state to other states. So to continue, political science is a social science discipline concerned with the study of the state, government, and politics. Aristotle defined it as the study of the state, and Aristotle is known as the father of political science. Political science also deals extensively with the theory and practice of politics and the analysis of political systems and political behavior. Sa pag-aaral ng political science, ano-ano ang mga scope nito? The first one is the political theory. It is the entire body of doctrines relating to origin, form, behavior, and purposes of a state. The next one is the public law. It covers constitutional law, administrative law, and international law. And the last one is the public administration, methods and techniques used in actual management of state affairs by the three branches of the government, the executive, the legislative, and the judicial department. Now, what is the goals in the study of political science? First, education for citizenship. Second, essential parts of liberal education, and third, knowledge and understanding of government. Ngayon naman ay pag-aralan natin, bigyan natin ng pansin ang psychology. So psychology is the study of mind and behavior. It encompasses the biological influences, social pressures, and environmental factors that affect how people think, act, and feel. The word psychology itself is derived from the Greek word psyche, literally meaning life or breath. Derived meanings of the word include soul or self. The father of psychology is Wilhelm Wundt. The most obvious application for psychology is in the field of mental health, where psychologists use principled research and clinical findings to help clients manage and overcome symptoms of mental distress and psychological Ayan, isunod na natin ang sociology. Ano naman ang sociology? It is the studies of human societies, their interactions, and the process that preserve and change them. It is a very broad discipline that examines how humans interact with each other and how human behavior is shaped by, the first one is social structures, where these are the groups, communities, and organizations. The second one is social categories, the age, sex, class, race, and others. And the social institutions, the politics, religion, education, and the foundation of sociology is the belief that persons' attitudes, actions, and opportunities are shaped by all of these aspects of society. So, ano-ano daw itong mga aspects? So, the sociological perspective is fourfold. First, individuals belongs to groups. Groups influence our behavior. Groups take on characteristics that are independent of their members. And last, sociologists focus on behavior patterns of groups such as differences based on sex, race, age, class, etc. Its 7 major founders were Augustus Comte, W.E.B. Du Bois, Emile Durkheim, Harriet Martineau, Karl Marx, Herbert Spencer, and Max Weber. But Comte is thought of as the father of sociology, as he is credited with coining the term in 1838. So pag sinabi natin coining the term, he was the first one who named this discipline as sociology. Ayan, medyo marami-rami na ang ating natalakay. So, punta na tayo sa demography. Ano ba ang demography? It is the statistical study of human population. It includes the study of the size, structure, and distributions of different populations and changes in them in response to birth, migration, aging, and death. It also includes the analysis of the relationships between economic, social, cultural, and biological processes influencing a population. John Grant is considered by many historians to have founded the science of demography, the statistical study of human population. So pag sinabi nating demography, ito ay may kinalaman sa pagtatalakay sa mga katangian ng mga tao na nakatira sa isang lugar. Ang tanong, sino ba ang gumagamit ng mga demographic data? Demography is widely used for various purposes and can encompass small targeted populations or mass populations. Governments use demography for political observations, scientists use demography for research purposes, and businesses use demography for the purpose of advertising. Statistical concepts essential to demography include birth rate, death rate, infant mortality rate, fertility rate, and life expectancy. These concepts can be further broken into more specific data such as the ratio of men to women and the life expectancy of each gender. Nalaman na natin kung paano ba nagsimula ang social science, and at the same time, we were able to identify the different major disciplines of social science. So I hope na meron kayong natutunan sa konting pamamaraan na aking ginawa. So, bye for now and see you next time.